everyone, it's Nicole from Nicole Loves Nails. Welcome to my channel. If you are new around here, hi, I am Nicole. It is lovely to meet you. Thank you for clicking on this Halloween season video. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for coming to hang out with me time and time again. I truly appreciate it. So today's video I am particularly excited about because I have the newest collection from China Glaze. This is their Halloween collection for 2022. So I do not think promotion for this collection has started yet. On the China Glaze website, they're currently just starting promotion for the fall collection. I just bought the fall collection like 2 days ago. I'm waiting on shipping. Fingers crossed. This is a 6-piece collection. It is available in some places. I'll have links down in the description box. Let's just put it that way. So also down in the description box, social media pages, plus my social media pages, timestamps, as well as a link to my blog post where I host all of my swatch photos on NicoleLovesNails.com. Let's just get into this video. So the first polish I have is called Rotten to the Core. I do not have official descriptions on these, so I'm going to be winging it. I will say that this one is like a very cool toned purple that leans this kind of blurpily with a very delicate bluish toned shimmer. Formula wise and application wise, this one was pretty good. It was a little bit on the thinner side, but I did find that it built up nicely for me in 2 coats. I did not realize it until I was taking my photos that I probably should have gone in for a 3rd coat. I did have a little bit of visible nail line with this one. Not terrible, but enough that I was like, yeah, probably should have done a 3rd coat. But like color-wise, I like this one. I will say that this one photographs very blurpily. I ended up having to color correct my photos a little bit just to better show the purple because like my photos, like it was looking blue. Nothing in here is going to dry down textured or be difficult to remove, and I did not experience any staining. The next polish we have is called Once a Witch, Always a Witch. I would say this is like a neon lime green type of creme polish. I will say that color wise, this was the polish that I was most excited for, as well as being the most like concerned about. I have watched a few reviews on this collection, and everything that I was seeing that nobody seems to really love this polish. The formula wasn't great. I will say the formula wasn't terrible, but I did find that even in 3 coats, I still had some light spots on the nail. I tried really hard to be super careful with application when I was doing my full hand swatches, and I was very careful with floating the brush, trying to like use as few brush strokes as possible, basically the opposite of what I'm doing here. And like even with careful application, I still had a couple of light spots in 3 coats. And in case you missed the multiple warnings that I had through the live swatch portion as well as this portion here, my live swatch portion, not color accurate. This portion here, not really color accurate either. I am trying to color correct my swatch photos to best show what I was seeing in person, but this is a very tricky shade of green. Yeah, I swatched this one in 3 coats plus glossy top coat. A little disappointing, but no issues with staining. And the next polish is called Deadly Desire. I would describe this one as like a candy apple red shade with like a large particle shimmer effect. However, looking at my swatch photos, I feel like this one might have like a little bit of grit to it, so maybe this was like a micro glitter. I'm really not 100% sure. It did not seem to dry down texture. However, I also did not wait very long between getting my 2nd coat on and getting on my top coat because I wanted to get my swatch photos done real quick. I like the delicate, like twinkly sparkle, whatever those components in this one are. Definitely want top coat just to give this one a nice glossy finish. And while this one like is not my personal cup of tea, I could see why someone else would like this one. It just ain't for me though. So I swatched this one in 2 coats plus glossy top coat and no problems with staining. The next polish is called Twisted Sister, and this is one of the first 3 matte polishes. I would say that this is like a very vibrant pink. I wouldn't call it like a neon pink. I would say it leans a bit in the magenta family. Formula and application wise, I would say that this one was pretty good. One thing that I found waiting for the matte polishes to dry in this release is I came to the conclusion that I truly hate waiting for polishes that are matte to dry matte.
Come on already, my God, I hate waiting. I'm the most impatient person alive.
So one thing that I found particularly frustrating about the waiting is usually when I am swatching, I add my quick dry top coat, wait a couple of minutes, and like the surface of my nail polish is like hardened. so I can take my swatch photos without worrying about like getting dents in my nails as I'm photographing them. And I did not do that with these mattes because I wanted to show them as they are in the bottle without top coat, because that appears to be what the brand wants, but like, I ain't doing that to myself again. We top coat and everything from here on out. So my photos show Twisted Sister in 2 coats without any top coat. The next polish is called Sinful Soul. I would just describe this one as a matte white creme polish. So this polish had a pretty okay formula, a little bit patchy and uneven on the first coat. I did end up going in for 3 coats for this one for my swatch photos, and coverage was really good, but yeah, I'm not really a fan of white polish. Like, it's just not my thing. I think if your nails are shorter than mine, you can definitely be passable in 2 coats, but longer nails will likely want to go in for 3 coats. But in general, I am not really a fan of matte polishes either. I find that like I can get a better matte look generally when I just add like a matte top coat to the polish versus in polishes that just dry down matte. Like, I feel like they're not like chalkboard matte enough for me. And also, I still just like to go in with top coat because I find just a good top coat dries all of the layers of the polish a lot better than just like no top coat at all. Like, the only time you'll catch me not wearing any top coat at all is with textured polishes, and those are the only ones that I will really give a pass. So that is Sinful Soul in 3 coats without any top coat. And the final polish is called Evil Queen. This one is just like a matte black creme polish. So Evil Queen had a good formula. It starts off a little bit on the more sheer side, definitely a lot more sheer than I prefer my black polishes, but it built up for me in 2 coats. My biggest complaint about this polish is that I can remember in recent years China Glaze releasing not 1, but 2 matte black polishes. So I just don't see the point. Like, I found that very frustrating, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, this one's not bad, but just like I said before, I am not a fan of matte polishes. Like, I really don't think you gain anything by not just adding like your top coat and then your matte top coat. Like, yeah, it's 2 more layers, but like the mattes, they don't dry hard enough, and I feel like you're more prone to denting without doing top coat. Like, you can see I dented, like you can see my fingerprint on there. Like, there were all kinds of dents in these while I was waiting for this one to dry. Just not a fan. Is it a good polish? Yes. Do you need it? If you've got a black and a matte, probably no. So in general, before I swatch a collection, I try not to watch any reviews before I swatch something, because I don't want to be spoiled and I don't want anyone's like opinion on polishes to possibly interfere with my personal opinion on polishes. So for disclosure, I did watch a couple of reviews before I swatched these. The polishes I was most excited for just based on color is Once a Witch, Always a Witch. This was what like I thought was going to be my absolute favorite. All the reviews that I've seen for this one pretty much shit on this polish. I will say I was very disappointed that it was so patchy and it wasn't like completely opaque. Like, there were definitely light spots. I don't think it's really a bad polish, but it was still pretty disappointed. But like, it's not bad, but it's not great either. I will say, as far as China Glaze Halloween collections go, China Glaze Halloween collections are usually one of my favorite releases of the year. So the color story in this one, I was definitely disappointed that we had just nothing super like standing out, unique, like I am disappointed by this collection. But like, I just don't understand why China Glaze released like another black matte polish. Like, I think this is like the 3rd one that I can think of in recent years that they've released. Formula wise, it was good. It wasn't anything like I forgot what year, I think like 2 years ago, there was a bunch of matte polishes and the black was just like awful. This one wasn't bad, but I was just super disappointed that like we got a black matte, a white matte, and what was the other matte? And the pink. Like, I was just very disappointed that we basically got a whole bunch of like creme finish polishes and like no glitter, no sparkle, no nothing. Like, I'm pretty disappointed about that. Overall, I would say the collection isn't bad. It's just kind of disappointing that it isn't better. I do appreciate that China Glaze is finally labeling the polishes that are supposed to be mattes. I do appreciate that they've done that. I kind of wish they brought back the frosted bottle that they were doing a few years ago with their mattes. That was kind of pretty, but like putting it on the cap is also like a good move. So as far as top picks go, I'll probably say Rotten to the Core was my favorite out of everything. Color-wise, I really wanted to love that green. But like, I went into this knowing that it wasn't going to be the best thing ever, but I was kind of really hoping that it wouldn't be as bad as I was expecting. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but again, it still wasn't good. So pretty surprised. I bet you were expecting Hercules again, but no, it's just me in my nail room with a mess behind me saying, yes, I was disappointed about that. So I'm going into swatching the fall collection with pretty low hopes. Mainly because the collection is like, again, we have all creme finishes and they're all like brownish, nudish kind of colors. And that doesn't speak to my soul. It doesn't speak to my soul. I don't know. I feel so bad that I just didn't love these. But like, China Glaze is still one of my favorite mainstream brands. I love them. I just wish that they did something a bit better for their fall and Halloween collections. But I'd love to know what you all thought of this release. Are you planning on picking it up anyway? Like, let me know, because I'm curious. So again, promotion for these has not yet started. I personally purchased these from polishpick.com, so they are available over there. If I find them any other places, I of course will have them linked down below. So I will also link beyondpolish.com. These are not yet available there, but when they will be there, if you would like to support the channel, you can definitely do that with using my affiliate link and affiliate code. It's on the screen right now. Greatly appreciate that, but you know, no worries. So again, I would love to know what everyone else thought of this release. Are you planning on picking it up? Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Hit like before you leave, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!